Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Adam Pearce and Roman Reigns have clashed in the past, and last night on WWE Raw, Pearce was forced to step in to stop Reigns from attacking Seth Rollins. The Tribal Chief was about to hit a stomp on the Visionary on the steel steps, in the same way that he was at Royal Rumble last month. However, the Red Brand's general manager, Adam Pearce, and several WWE officials ran down to prevent Reigns from potentially injuring his former teammate. Pearce has since shared a message to Roman Reigns on social media, noting that he knew what was up. History has a way of teaching. Pearce prevented Reigns from hurting Rollins, but when the Tribal Chief shifted his attention towards the ring, he spotted Paul Heyman with CM Punk. The Wiseman was consoling the former world champion following his loss against the Visionary. Reigns clearly didn't take having to share his Wiseman very well. As Heyman looked on, he ran into the ring, hitting Punk with a spear. CM Punk still has a favor to cash in with Paul Heyman that could include Roman Reigns. CM Punk opted to help the Tribal Chief with his issues with Solo Sikoa's bloodline and Bronson Reed at War Games back in November 2024, and because of this, Heyman now owes the Second City Saint a favor. The two men have remained tight-lipped about what this favor could be, but it seems it could have something to do with WrestleMania. Neither of the three men who were part of last night's main event segment has a match scheduled for WrestleMania next month. There is a belief that there could be a triple threat match brewing, or Reigns versus Rollins, and Punk could then cash in his favor to force himself into the match between the two former teammates. The echoes of chaos from WWE Raw had barely faded when Adam Pearce took to social media with a chilling message directed at Roman Reigns. The WWE official, known for his patience and level-headed approach, had reached his breaking point after an ambush orchestrated by the Bloodline left him battered in the ring. The attack, which occurred during the closing moments of Raw, sent shockwaves through the WWE universe and raised the stakes in the ongoing power struggle between management and Reigns' ruthless faction. The Raw ambush, a statement of domination the night had already been tense. With WWE gearing up for its next major premium live event, SmackDown's presence on Raw wasn't unexpected, but the manner in which Roman Reigns and the Bloodline asserted themselves was nothing short of a declaration of war. Adam Pearce had been in the middle of a heated exchange with Cody Rhodes when the lights in the arena dimmed. The familiar beat of the Tribal Chief's entrance music reverberated throughout the arena, sending the crowd into a frenzy. The sight of Reigns, flanked by Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and the towering Jacob Fatu, spelled bad news for anyone standing in the ring. Pearce, never one to back down, stood firm as Reigns methodically entered the ring. He had dealt with the Bloodline before, issuing fines, enforcing suspensions, and trying to maintain order. But this was different. "Pearce, you forgot your place," Reigns muttered, stepping closer. "You think you run things?" "No, I run things. I own WWE." Before Pearce could respond, Solo Sikoa struck first, leveling the WWE official with a vicious Samoan spike. Jimmy and Jacob Fatu wasted no time, stomping him into the mat as boos filled the arena. The attack was relentless. Reigns, standing tall over Pearce, simply smirked before delivering a thunderous spear, leaving the WWE executive gasping for air. The commentary team was in shock, and even Cody Rhodes, who had been cornered by the Bloodline earlier in the segment, was forced to watch helplessly as Pearce was left unconscious in the center of the ring. Security rushed in, but the damage had been done. Adam Pearce's response, a bold message in the aftermath of the attack, fans speculated whether Adam Pearce would take action or remain silent under the crushing weight of Roman Reigns' intimidation tactics. However, the WWE official wasted no time addressing the situation. Hours after Raw went off the air, Pearce took to social media, posting a cryptic yet direct message: "Enough is enough. I don't care who you think you are, what championship you hold, or how many men you have backing you. Roman Reigns, this is far from over." The post sent WWE fans into a frenzy. For weeks, the Bloodline had run roughshod over both Raw and SmackDown, with no real consequences. But Pearce's words indicated that things were about to change. The WWE locker room reacts. The WWE locker room quickly took notice of Pearce's bold stance. Superstars from both brands reacted to the attack, with many voicing their support for the WWE official. Cody Rhodes responded with a simple, "We're not done here," hinting that the American Nightmare might play a role in whatever repercussions were coming the Bloodline's way. Kevin Owens, no stranger to fighting against Reigns' tyranny, tweeted, "Adam Pearce is tougher than he gets credit for. But even he knows the Bloodline needs to be stopped before they destroy everything." Even Triple H, the man overseeing WWE's operations, seemed to acknowledge the situation, retweeting Pearce's message with a pair of cryptic eyeball emojis. However, not everyone was sympathetic. Paul Heyman, ever the strategist, posted a response from the Bloodline's official account. "A desperate man says desperate things. Adam Pearce should focus on his own well-being rather than making threats he can't back up." It was clear that the war between WWE management and the Bloodline was reaching a boiling point. What's next for Adam Pearce? While Adam Pearce is not an active competitor, his history as a wrestler and his authority in WWE suggest that he won't let this attack slide. The question remains, how will he retaliate? One possibility is a full-scale suspension or fine aimed at Roman Reigns and his faction. However, given Reigns' influence and Paul Heyman's legal prowess, any attempt at official punishment could be met with resistance. Another option could be enlisting reinforcements. With superstars like Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, and Kevin Owens all having unresolved issues with the Bloodline, Pearce might not have to fight this battle alone. There is also the wild card of Triple H. With Pearce being one of his most trusted officials, the game could step in personally to deliver justice, possibly even bringing in a surprise name to even the odds against Reigns. The Bloodline's next move. Meanwhile, the Bloodline is likely preparing for any retaliation. Roman Reigns has proven time and again that he is always one step ahead, and with Jacob Fatu's recent addition to the faction, their dominance is stronger than ever. Could the Bloodline take things a step further and target Pearce again? Would they attempt to manipulate WWE's corporate structure to further consolidate their power? One thing is certain, Adam Pearce's defiance will not go unanswered. Final thoughts: is WWE on the brink of a power struggle? WWE has seen its fair share of factions running roughshod over the company, but the Bloodline's grip on power is unprecedented. Adam Pearce standing up to Roman Reigns is a pivotal moment, one that could lead to a major shift in the landscape of WWE. With SmackDown approaching, all eyes will be on Pearce to see whether he takes further action, or if the Bloodline will strike first once again. Will this be the beginning of the end for Roman Reigns' unchecked dominance? Or is Adam Pearce simply the latest victim in the Bloodline's ever-growing list of casualties? One thing is for sure, WWE just got a whole lot more unpredictable. A month after Seth Rollins injured him, Roman Reigns returned on the March 10th episode of WWE Raw. Reigns pulled Rollins out of the steel cage, inadvertently giving the former World Heavyweight Champion a win over CM Punk. Not only did the Tribal Chief interfere in the show's main event at the Garden, but he also created a ruckus. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce attempted to stop him after he kept assaulting the Visionary. Reigns was having none of that. He got into the ring and hit a spear on the Best in the World as the show went off the air. Taking to Instagram, Adam Pearce noted that he was sprinting to the ring when Roman Reigns viciously beat up Seth Rollins. Although Reigns was only returning the favor to Rollins, Pearce had to do his job. Unlike the Visionary's case, however, Roman assaulting Punk did not look like vengeance. The Tribal Chief decided to go after the straight-edge superstar after he saw the wise men helping the latter up inside the cage after the match had ended. WWE analyst Sam Roberts wonders if CM Punk will ultimately stick it to Roman Reigns by using his favor from Paul Heyman against the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns' WWE Raw return opens the door for a triple threat at WrestleMania, but what are the stakes? Since November, WWE has been sowing the seeds for Roman Reigns vs. CM Punk vs. Seth Rollins match, but nobody saw the picture clearly until the Royal Rumble on February 1st. At the event, the Visionary took matters into his own hands and decimated Reigns while entering an altercation with Punk. According to Rollins, he does not hate Reigns but wants the best for the former undisputed WWE champion. However, he despises the best in the world. Meanwhile, the Visionary's shenanigans at Elimination Chamber cost Punk a WrestleMania main event. While a triple threat does sound appealing, considering the talents involved, what could be at stake should WWE take this route to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas come April 19th to 20th? The WWE Universe was left in shock after an intense showdown between Adam Pearce and Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw. Pearce, known for his authority role on the Red brand, stood toe-to-toe with the Tribal Chief in a moment that had fans buzzing. After the show, Pearce took to social media, posting a cryptic three-word message that has only fueled speculation about what's next for both men. The confrontation on Raw, the tension had been brewing for weeks. Ever since Roman Reigns returned to WWE, his presence loomed large over both SmackDown and Raw. The Bloodline's influence had already seeped into Raw, with Paul Heyman making strategic moves behind the scenes. With SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis failing to contain Reigns and his faction, Adam Pearce decided to step up and make it clear that Raw was his show. As the show neared its final moments, Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jimmy USO, stood in the ring, basking in their dominance. Heyman, ever the master manipulator, spoke about how Roman Reigns was still the true head of the table, regardless of any internal conflicts within the Bloodline. That's when Adam Pearce's music hit. Dressed in a suit but walking with the confidence of a fighter, Pearce made his way to the ring, microphone in hand. The crowd erupted, sensing that something big was about to go down. "You don't run this show, Roman," Pearce declared, his voice firm. "I don't care what you do on SmackDown, but on Raw, you don't make the rules, I do." Reigns smirked, shaking his head. He leaned in and responded in a low, menacing tone, "And what are you gonna do about it, Pearce?" Pearce didn't flinch. He stepped even closer, standing inches from Reigns' face. The tension was palpable. Fans in the arena were on their feet, anticipating a fight. "You'll find out soon enough," Pearce said before dropping the mic and walking away. Backstage fallout after the show, Pearce wasted no time addressing the WWE Universe. He posted a short but powerful message on X, formerly Twitter, "Enough is enough." The simple three-word statement sent shockwaves through the WWE community. Was Pearce about to take drastic action against Reigns and the Bloodline? Was he planning to bring in reinforcements? Or was this just the beginning of a bigger power struggle? Backstage reports indicated that Pearce was livid after the confrontation. Sources claimed that he had been pushing for stricter enforcement of brand exclusivity, meaning that Reigns and the Bloodline shouldn't even be on Raw. However, due to Reigns' star power, WWE executives had been hesitant to take action. Pearce, however, was done playing by those rules. Roman Reigns' response not long after Pearce's post, Roman Reigns fired back with his own cryptic message, "Acknowledge or suffer." It was clear that Reigns wasn't taking Pearce seriously. He had conquered legends, main event WrestleManias, and held the undisputed WWE Universal Championship for over 3 years. In his mind, Adam Pearce was just another suit trying to stand in his way. But Pearce wasn't backing down. What's next? The WWE landscape is shifting, and Adam Pearce might have just declared war on Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. But the question remains, how does he plan to enforce his authority? Here are some possible directions this storyline could take. 1. Pearce brings reinforcements. Pearce knows he can't take on the Bloodline alone, so he might call in backup. Could we see top Raw superstars like Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, or even a returning legend stand by his side? 2. Pearce implements brand split rules. Pearce could crack down on SmackDown superstars appearing on Raw without permission. If Reigns continues to ignore the rules, could we see him get suspended from Raw? 3. A WrestleMania-level match? Pearce is a former wrestler. Could this lead to an in-ring showdown? While it's unlikely that Pearce would face Reigns one-on-one, he could insert himself into a high-stakes match involving the Bloodline. One thing is certain, Adam Pearce has made his stance clear, and he's not backing down. Will Roman Reigns acknowledge the authority of Raw's general manager? Or will Pearce's rebellion lead to chaos across both brands? WWE fans will have to wait and see, but one thing's for sure, enough is enough.